In a new look back four, João Felix, signed from Benfica for 126 million, is required to take. Comes in at right back for Dani Carvajal. Isco picked ahead of Lucas Vazquez, and Luka Jovic sacrificed out, making his mark. It was shifted right to Diego Costa. And Atletico have scored within 43 seconds here. Talk about being caught cold in the heat. Real Madrid nowhere, and Atletico lead 1-0.
Well, that's it. They lost a challenge on the halfway line now. You talk about Diego Simeone. His teams are so fired up, and we've been chatting about it before the game kicked off. They're fired up. They want to win this game. The animosity, the hatred between the two clubs. You'll see that later on. And I'm going to mention, obviously, Sergio Ramos, who's been sent off 19 times in La Liga, 24 times in total. That looks like it takes a deflection. I think the shot from Costa was deflected.
A fairly rocky pre-season so far, one way and another. Here's young Odriozola. And very nicely worked to Morata, who's also moving well here early on. Diego Costa was creeping in behind Marcelo.
Because of that, he won't have Marco Asensio till March or April next year. So they have to find the best formations per second touch. Should have been 2-0 up.
Taken short this time. To the back post by Modric. It wasn't a bad one. One suspected that Zinedine Zidane really wanted to get Vinicius Junior in the side ahead of Bale.
Yes.
Is that fair?
Yeah, and it's scoring goals now. Look at this.
Saul has got it. And it's 2. And João Felix weighs in with a goal for his new club. A fabulous start to his Atletico Madrid career. There's one thing to score in that famous jersey, but to do it against the famous all-white makes it all right indeed.
Well, that's a dream start for João Felix. He's come into the box. He had a great season last year, particularly the second half for Benfica. And Sal, they missed chance after chance against Bayern Munich in the opening half, and they end up losing 3-1. And I thought the on the counter-attack, they're going to rip them to pieces.
Morata again finding João Felix again! Courtois in goal, throws his arms wide and says, I need a bit of help here, guys. Till he got clear of Saul's challenge. Vinicius Junior, Jovic is well picked up at the moment, and there was nothing.
Hermoso has had a great season last year for Espanyol and Spain, and he's coming to a big club now.
But what about the understanding between these two boys down the left? This is a very promising development, even this early, for Atletico, with Odriozola, been one of their more progressive. And here's the young left-back, Renan Lodi, who is also looking a player in the great tradition. Eluded Marcelo. Ramos kept his arms by his side. It's nicely done by Koke. Brilliantly done. And it's 3. Oh, it's fantastic. They can't stop themselves from scoring. Correa's in this time.
Oh, what a goal.
Koke so very, very clever, and Courtois beaten again.
Well, I did say to you, when this young boy comes on, Angel Correa, he is a flying machine. He's got great technique. He knows where the back of the net is, and I think that's a good partnership. It really is. But the ball from Sal was a good feel. That I don't know if they're not training properly or what they're doing wrong, but they have to pick themselves up.
Remember, they're not at full strength themselves, Atletico. Jimenez not involved at the moment following the Copa America.
Here's Luka Modric.
Vinicius Junior. Didn't wait for Odriozola this time, and Oblak took
position. Nobody picks him up. Look at that pass, it's awful.
Saul won it back, and here we go again, and it's 4. And this is actually becoming embarrassing for Real Madrid.
Well, it's easy for Saul, because if you anticipate and you want to get to the ball before the opposition, and they're in second gear, they're going to have chance after chance, and they can score at will. 4-0. This is going to be a huge defeat.
Diego Costa, written off too soon perhaps. He's got 2 here against Real Madrid.
It's all about to
start to his Real Madrid career as Luka Jovic could ever have envisaged. And straight away was quite clearly something wrong. Something was amiss. And everybody, it was nearly 5 thanks to Ramos there, everybody at the time said, oh no, it's only...
Set a midfield player who's looking to compete, but everybody who plays for Atletico Madrid has to compete. I said that.
3 minutes on the clock in the MetLife Stadium. Vinicius Junior.
Bale's going to make way for, and to bring passion to that. There's a push in the back. Push in the back. And they don't seem to find, as if they haven't got the key to open the lock.
From a long way out, Vinicius Junior. Confident and very fit for a team that's only played one game before tonight. And here's Kieran Trippier arriving in the box. It's a great ball by Trippier.
Wow.
Hello. Again, he took a long time to hit it. Eden Hazard, he doesn't want to switch onto his right the way... A new name to so many over here. Not for much longer. Diego Costa went over. It might be a penalty. It is a penalty. Costa down the middle, beats Courtois, and Real Madrid would rather be anywhere else right now. It's Real Madrid 0, Atletico Madrid 5, and honestly, hardly anyone can believe this.
Well, I would say they've created at least 9 or 10 chances.
So Atletico,
as that one's knocked over the top for Diego Costa, shows good pace.
He's loving it here tonight. Looking player flattened in the Real Madrid, a distant third with 68 and likely to go 6 behind in this game. They are 6 behind. He just cannot stop scoring tonight. Diego Costa has done it again.
4 goals. He has found his form. He is on cloud 9. Honestly, every time he gets the ball, he looks like he's going to score.
This is the Diego Costa we saw at Chelsea 3 and 4 years ago, terrorising centre-backs and so confident in front of goal.
Yeah, he's class. He is a class act. He's a class finisher, especially in this form. You have no space, nowhere to go.
Carvajal. Roddy is the... weaves away forward. Eden Hazard. Found Marcelo. Marcelo goes for the spectacular.
Well, it has to be spectacular because he's surrounded by red.
Of years gone by, wasn't it? Put your body in harm's way, and it was Hermosa this time. Let's see how they defend the corner.
With Espanyol playing central defence, and he's good on the ball, and his international career.
Eden Hazard. That's a bit more like it from Hazard, and they get one back. Real Madrid. The last touch might have been by Nacho.
I don't think he knew too much about it. It hit him rather than him putting the ball in the net. And it was good play from Eden Hazard. That's a really positive attacking role he's shown there on the left-hand side, Paul, and he needed it, and Real Madrid needed it.
That was a moment, a glimpse of the real Eden Hazard in a Real Madrid jersey. Here it is, and he gets a... Bound to get feisty. Challenge. It always does here, and people need to... anything other than a yellow, just to calm a couple of people down.
Yeah, but he's got red.
We're going to go with red. I said it because I thought out transfer for a player who just gives you everything every week. This is a fabulous run forward, and it's an even better finish to make it 7-1 for Atletico Madrid. There's no end to this. Navas got nowhere near it. Another special goal tonight from Atletico Madrid.
Well, it's Vitolo who's a sub, who's only been on, what, 3 or 4 minutes, and he's a class player. He's a left-sided midfield player, but he's come all the way. He's run a good 15-20 yards, come inside on his right foot and buried it in the bottom corner.
Dare I...
Well, I think he's gone to a better club at the moment.
Where life isn't he? He's conceded one, and now he might concede again. He does concede again.
Well, this game's finishing 2-2 the second half. They lost the first half 5-0, but he'll say we drew 2-2 with Vallejo.
And also, this time last year in this international, Vasquez, deflection on the cross, all along the goal line and turned in. It's another one for Real Madrid.
Wow, that's fantastic stuff. I have to say, the shot from Kubo from the edge of the box was fantastic. That was unbelievable.
And the player credited with the goal to make things look slightly better, De La Fuente.
Yeah, he's got to learn the language.
Goes Bale. A lesson, a very painful lesson by their great local rivals. Hernandez now credited with